Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Combermary people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, November 5. In Squiz Kids Today, half yours makes history. Spanish church reaches new heights, an influencer family packs up and a lost cow comes home. That's what's making news kid style.
The Lowdown.
It was the race that stopped the nation yesterday, but not everyone chose to watch. While some Australians donned their fanciest hats and fascinators to celebrate Melbourne Cup Day, others took part in Up to the Cup events, raising concerns about horse welfare and problem gambling, with more than $220 million expected to be bet on the race nationwide. At Flemington Racecourse, where more than 90,000 spectators turned out under clearing skies after heavy rain, 24 local and international horses lined up for the 3,200-metre race and a share in a whopping $10 million in prize money. And it was a horse called Half Yours who stormed home to victory, followed by Goody Two Shoes and Middle Earth. The winning horse was ridden by Jamie Melham, who made history as only the second ever female jockey to win the Melbourne Cup after Michelle Payne's famous win in 2015. And that's not all. Jamie also won the Caulfield Cup just a few weeks ago, becoming the first woman in history to take out both of Australia's most famous races in the same year. It was a very emotional win for the 29-year-old whose grandfather passed away last week after watching her Caulfield Cup victory. Oh, Betty was up there cheering her on.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Barcelona, Spain, where one of the world's most famous churches last week reached record-breaking heights. The Sagrada Familia, a gigantic cathedral that's been under construction since 1882, that's 143 years ago, has officially become the tallest church in the world after cranes lifted the top section of one of its central towers into place. Designed by legendary Spanish architect Antoni Gaudí, the cathedral looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. The new tower stands 162.9 metres tall. That's taller than the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's about the height of a 50-storey building. And when finished in a few years, yup, it's still growing, it will stretch to 172 metres. Now that will be a sight to behold. I've stuck a link to pictures in the episode notes.
Animal Kingdom.
2 runaway animals found their way home this week, starting with an emu called Frank in the US state of Arizona. Let me explain. Locals were stunned and emergency 911 calls came flooding into police about an emu running through traffic and even wandering the Walmart car park. One confused eyewitness thought the tall feathered Aussie was a baby giraffe. What the what? Police gave chase, and with emus able to run up to 50 kilometres an hour, it wasn't easy. But after learning one quirky fact that emus can't walk backwards, officers cleverly cornered the bird and got it safely home to its owner's property. Meanwhile, back in Australia, Queensland cattle farmer Bronwyn Betts has been reunited with one of her prize cows almost 2 years after it was swept away in floodwaters. The tip-off led to a happy surprise. The cow was found 30 kilometres away, safe and sound, with a healthy calf by her side. Talk about utterly incredible. Setting off the mum joke buzzer for that was totally worth it.
Pop Culture Corner.
People, it's now only 36 days to go until Australia's new social media age ban comes into effect, meaning that kids under 16 will no longer be able to have accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat or YouTube amongst other platforms. Sorry, kids. The new rule, though, is really important because it's designed to protect young people from the pressure and the risks that come with social media. Things like online bullying, harmful content, and spending too much time scrolling. And tech companies that don't comply could face fines up to $50 million. But not everyone is cheering. Perth-based influencers, the Empire family, who have millions of followers, have announced that they're moving to London so their 14-year-old daughter can keep posting. The family says they understand why the ban is being introduced, but they believe social media can also be a force for good when used responsibly. And just so you know, Squiz Kids isn't on the banned list, so you can still tune in every day for news that's made especially for kids.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What is the name of the horse that won the 2025 Melbourne Cup? That would be Half Yours. Question number 2. In which Spanish city is Sagrada Familia Cathedral located? Well done, folks. If you knew it was Barcelona. Question number 3. What did one American shopper mistake Frank, the runaway emu, with? I don't know how, but they thought that Frank was a baby giraffe.
Shout-outs.
It's Wednesday, November 5. And for all you stargazers out there, tonight's the Beaver Supermoon. It'll be the biggest and the brightest full moon of the year. The name comes from the Northern Hemisphere, where beavers are busy building, try saying that 3 times fast, where beavers are busy building their winter lodges right about now. So if you can, make sure you look in the east at sunset this evening and watch it rise in all its glowing glory. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Julie from Vermont South, Fateh from Parabadoo, Sachi from Indooroopilly, Justice from Kalanga, Cruz from Rowville, Johnny from Riverwood, Summer from Ambrose, Flynn from Malala, Sienna from Yarralumla, and Maxen from Mount Macedon. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Robin from St Clair, Xavier and Alana from Riverwood, Savannah from Illawong, and Adelaide from Curry Curry. Classroom shout-outs today go to Year 4, 5 and 6 in Bunanji class with Miss Wilkinson, Miss Kidd, Miss Bridget and Auntie Nia at Tabalam Public School. Students with Mr Pan and Miss Tucker at St Luke's Catholic College in Marsden Park. Class 5C with Ms Clark at Burwood Public School. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Room 12 with Miss Koss and Mrs Hughes at Newborough Primary School in Karrinyup. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.